All right, if you're looking to move to Poco or invest here, we're gonna be taking you all around the city, showing you the landmarks, talking about schools, talking about price points, talking about rents and everything in between. Stay tuned.
All right, well, here's Poco, the short for Port Coquitlam. I went to elementary school on the north side, and I went to high school on the south side. The two main schools are Terry Fox and Riverside. We're gonna take you to Terry Fox, check it out.
This is my partner, Jordan Parker here. He is the area expert in Port Coquitlam, born and raised here. And whenever I have a listing or something in this area, a buyer, I work with Jordan closely to make sure that client gets taken care of, just because we want to make sure that they're getting the best service from an agent who knows the local area best.
Well, the reason why that's important is because Port Coquitlam is changing so fast. When I went to high school here, the difference between one block to the next block is so exaggerated here for housing prices and for community, like the vibe that you're getting. And also the zoning is being changed quite quickly as well, but it was put on hold during COVID. So the official community plan is actually delayed quite a bit behind of what they're actually allowing through the zoning process. 𝐕𝐈𝐃𝐄𝐒 Highway splits Port Coquitlam into two. There's north side Poco and south side Poco. And 𝐕𝐈𝐃𝐄𝐒 Highway splits it down the middle, and then on the other axis is Shaughnessy Drive. Main gym that everybody goes to, all the big tough guys with the tattoos and the big strong, the muscled guys, they go to Gold's Gym here. This is a really great gym, Gold's Gym.
Port Coquitlam is located on the north side of Highway 1. It's a little bit further west than Coquitlam, and further east than Coquitlam and further west than Maple Ridge. It kind of is wedged right in between the two. You're probably, 30 minutes to downtown Vancouver, no traffic type of thing?
We skipped Pitt Meadows.
Oh, Pitt Meadows, that's right. Yeah.
There is only 15 houses in Pitt Meadows. The bridge down there is the bridge into Pitt Meadows.
That's right. So we're probably like 30 minutes to downtown Vancouver from here with no traffic.
100%, 15 from Maple Ridge.
And the price points here are actually really, really nice, because I think once you get into Coquitlam, the price points change pretty drastically, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, well, they do, because you're competing with Coquitlam Center Mall, you're competing with low heat area, right? And then also there's property taxes that are to be considered as well. The property taxes are lower in Port Coquitlam.
Actually, in Port Coquitlam, there's a lot of product here that you could purchase cheaper than a lot of areas in Surrey. So a lot of people like this area for its proximity to downtown Vancouver and its affordability.
And they do have older neighborhoods, more mature neighborhoods, where the families, the kids went to school there, have grown up, moved out, and then moved out 5, 10, 15, 20 years ago, and you have parents that are, in their 80s or whatnot, and they have these nice, great, square, flat lots with old growth trees in it. Lincoln Park, Oxford Heights, we're gonna go up there. It's where the original Terry Fox used to be. High school used to be, but some really great properties. I love the properties out here because they're good to subdivide, flat, square, over 6, 7, 8,000 square feet. So this here is the newest main connector built in Port Coquitlam. This is the bridge that brings the north side over to the south side. It used to be just Shaughnessy. So wherever you were in Port Coquitlam, if you ever want to go from north side to south side, you had to go through Shaughnessy. They built this new bridge here about 10 years ago now, and it brings over a lot of the industrial area, United Boulevard and stuff like that. Because on the other side of this 𝐕𝐃𝐄𝐒 Highway is Mary Hill Bypass running along the river. So it really relieves a lot of congestion from Port Coquitlam not having to go through Mary Hill Bypass or Shaughnessy and having to cut right through the middle over this new bridge. So when I went to go put my clothes on, I had I call it my Wolverine jacket on. It's the exact same jacket.
Oh,
I was like, no. I was like, shoot.
First open house I ever did with Jordan. Showed up wearing literally the exact same outfit. I was wearing a vest with gray pants and a blue dress shirt underneath, and then you rolled up wearing the exact same thing.
From the same store. Oh, great. So this is Archbishop Kearney, pretty good school, Archbishop Kearney. In fact, I sold the house right beside it, the first house in the corner, the Towsley, and I'm selling his sister's house right now. 1608. What is it?
Shameless plug.
Shameless plug, yeah.
This area looks a little bit newer.
So this house here, I sold into these guys about 7 years ago. They bought it for, I think, $850. I'd say it's worth 1.5 now, 1.7.
Wow.
So just coming up here is one of the larger shopping districts. This is the Costco. The list would go on and on. Every single store is here. Canadian Tire, TD,
McDonald's,
Save On Foods. So we're coming up to the end of Lougheed Highway. The next area would be the bridge entering into Pitt Meadows. So just before that and along the riverfront is Fremont, a great district that's been built. It's only about 10, 11 years old. A few of my friends live in there. They love it. Great amenities, like huge amenities with a basketball court and pool and stuff like that. But Fremont has some really, really great townhouses. I'm actually pretty good, I'm a fan of it. So I think it's Mosaic, you know how Mosaic does those throwbacks with all the stone and whatnot. But I'm a fan of Fremont because you got the dike walk and you got the quick access onto the Mariel bypass, which leads right into the #1 highway. You're not stuck in the traffic of Port Coquitlam. You're literally on the shoulder of Port Coquitlam, so you can go back and forth, especially if you live or work in, or if you work in Pitt Meadows, Maple Ridge, and from the border of Maple Ridge, you have the Langley bypass bridge. So you could go into Langley from Fremont over into Pitt Meadows, Maple Ridge, go over the bridge over into Langley. It's farmland right here.
What is this? This is just farmland?
This is the Picton.
Oh, that's the Picton?
That's the Picton, yeah.
Oh, wow. So they knocked down the house and everything?
Yeah, they sold all this land to people and then built lands on top of the Picton farm.
Wow.
But with regard to Picton, there's one bad apple in every group, right?
Yeah.
Port Coquitlam is a great place.
Is this Fremont right here?
This is all, yeah, so this is all Fremont Village. From here all the way, all of this stuff here. It's,
oh yeah, these are nice.
and keep in mind, on the other side is a dike walk. Beautiful, like really wide, beautiful dike walk. I was here yesterday with my kids and saw a bald eagle. My kids blew their mind. I've never seen a bald eagle so close, Dad. It was the size of my 4-year-old.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, honestly.
What, like on the ground or in the tree?
In the tree. There was a hawk. We were impressed by the hawk. We're like, look, there's a hawk. That's why we were looking out, because of the hawk. And then an eagle came and flew down. It was like a
that's crazy.
100-pound bird. Yep, this is the spot. Yeah, park right through that parking lot there.
You know
See, like, picture like living here, right? And coming out to this.
Yeah. I guess we'll get outside.
Oh, yeah, buddy.
This is nice. Well, I like my walks. I think I talk about it in every single video I've shot, so this would be ideal for me. What are these townhomes going for, do you know?
Oh, wow.
8 something probably?
No, million.
Oh wow.
No, just under. They were $1 million. They've lost that. Yeah, but they're not.
Starts with a 9. It's like 950-ish probably.
Where are we? 983.
983, and these are 3-bedrooms.
Yeah. Yeah.
These are like roughly probably like 1,350, maybe 1,400 square feet for about 980,000. 3-bed townhome in Poco. You walk out of your home, you're right on this the dike walk here.
In addition to the price, you're getting a great bill because it's by Mosaic. You also have the traffic, condensed traffic inside of Port Coquitlam, and the Maryhill bypass leads right onto the #1 highway. So if you work to downtown, you could leave this Fremont Village, you could be downtown in 25 minutes. And then this is the Fraser River.
This is like the South Surrey of Port Coquitlam.
This is the South Surrey of Port Coquitlam, yeah, exactly. You're not even in the community. This is like an industrial zone. They just popped this up here, right?
So I would have been right, but this is the bougie area of Poco. No, these are nice. I like this location. I think I sold one in here 3 years ago.
Oh, it's got a lot of action.
Yeah, so you got the Walmart, like literally a block down the road from those townhomes.
Across the street is Walmart, right? Really great.
Straight.
Yeah, so this is Northside Poco. This is a Fremont Village. So in addition to Fremont townhouses being built, they built a whole village for it as well. So you have all of these amenities as well, which is really great.
It's got some condos on the left here. What do you think those are going for right now?
Condos? Ooh, easy 680, 750.
For the 2 beds?
Yeah.
And then a 1-bed is like high 5s kind of deal?
Yeah.
So what are the rents for like a 1-bed, 2-bed type of deal here?
A 2-bed is right here around 28, 25, 26, 27, 28. Like 27, 28, 26, 25. It's kind of softened a bit since I've heard last.
But it's like pretty much the same rent as like 𝐕𝐈𝐃𝐄𝐒 Heights and Langley.
It is, yeah. But it's a great, because it's like we said before, it's much lower than Coquitlam though.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll go right by Terry Fox. Do we need to go by Terry
Fox?
Fox?
There's the Costco right there.
Yeah, here's Costco.
The white spot there.
Yeah, just go straight.
Freshie, sushi, Mary Brown's, Chipotle. What is this Mary Brown's chicken that just came out of nowhere, man?
Where did it come from?
Never heard of it in my life, and then suddenly in the last 6 years, there's one in every, and I don't know anybody who's like, oh yeah, that Mary Brown's, you gotta try that.
I don't know anybody who's ever had it.
No.
And chicken, I mean, it's kind of an old story. Mm-hmm. But I mean, I love chicken. important note, north side Port Coquitlam, south side Port Coquitlam divided by low heat highway. It's actually more so divided by the CNN rail tracks. Don't understand the magnitude of this train yard. I want to say the stats like it's one of the third largest or something, or the second largest in BC, but it's a train yard for CNN rail is in Port Coquitlam. But it's just kind of hidden in the middle because you can't see any of the trains from the street level essentially, but it's a massive train yard. But this bridge isn't for water.
Oh, it's just for the train yard.
This bridge that they built that goes from north side to south side is just for the train yard.
Oh, wow.
That's how big the train yard is. Or go over the bridge.
Go over this bridge?
Yeah, go
into
over.
the industrial?
Yeah. We have to go to Cat and Fiddle. Sorry, yeah, turn right here.
Oh, the Cat and Fiddle.
Yeah,
I know the Cat and Fiddle. I've been to the Cat and Fiddle many a times.
Yeah, so I moved out of Port Coquitlam for a while into New Westminster, and then from New Westminster into Port Coquitlam, and I just now living in a beautiful house in Mary Hill. But when I moved back into Port Coquitlam, the very, very first night, where'd I go? Cat and Fiddle.
Cat and Fiddle. It's a famous Cat and Fiddle. I know everybody talks about this bar. This train yard, eh?
Look at it, right? At the end of the train yard, you can see, and we will drive by it, but that high rise there, 25 tower high rise, is the only high rise in Port Coquitlam.
But they are launching a second one that's technically Coquitlam, but it's like literally right on the edge of Poco.
Yeah, that's right. In our area, actually.
Yeah.
Actually, the Cat and Fiddle owns this cannabis store and the liquor store.
Oh, yeah.
Probably chocolate factory.
Oh, yeah. So back when I was in the trades as a plumber, this is the bar that everyone would like to come to.
Since my high school days, they've added on the distillery here now.
Oh, that's a horrible park job, but it's okay.
I don't know if he's the owner. He's the guy that's here every day. You've been here for 40 years. I'm assuming he's the owner. I don't know. There he is. Everybody, how's it going? If you're in Port Coquitlam and you're out to get a drink, have a good time, or get some chicken wings, watch the game, this is the place to be. It's Cat and Fiddle. It is definitely the go-to spot for Poco people.
100%. Beautiful architecture in here. Great vibe.
I would say
like
beautiful
the
architecture,
lighting.
but it's definitely bar.
Well, whatever you would call this.
Tavern.
Tavern.
Yeah, it's got
vibe.
the tavern vibe.
Yeah.
Great vibe, great customer service, and honestly, the wings are really great. Check it out. So this used to be Mary Hill School. It's now changed into Pitt River Run, the high school, brand new school. But this is Pitt River Road. This brings you over to the Mary Hill bypass. But what I wanted to show you is this really cool market here. It's Mary Hill Market. Before any of these houses are here, this one was here.
Yeah.
If you, I'll go straight.
Straight.
Yep.
Oops.
If you search Port Coquitlam, that
pops up.
that pops up. So this is a really unique neighborhood here, coming along Pitt River Road again to Mary Hill Bypass. So at the end of this is the connector to the #1 highway. So these houses here can be on the #1 highway in 60 seconds, right? So you can see here they're all being subdivided and chopped. But the way that the land is and how it's sloped, they're not really great properties like to work with. But very, very expensive. We're talking 2.5 million these properties.
Really?
Yeah. Because you're subdividing them, right?
Mm-hmm.
So my parents' house was up here about 4 blocks. I used to walk this street all the way down and then turn left into Riverside like every single day and then back. So this was my walk every day from school. I sound like those parents like, you know how far I used to walk back in the day? Yeah, I used to walk this every day to school.
So what, it's a very nostalgic area for you?
Oh, for me, yeah, I used to get VHS movies from this corner store right here.
It's closed down now?
It's closed down, yeah. It's cul-de-sac here. I sat with a guy on a plane who ended up, we're like, where are you from? Where are you from? Where are you from? And this is my parents' house that I grew up in right here. So I grew up in that house, and I grew up, some guy's like, yeah, I'm from Canada. I'm like, oh, from Canada. I'm from Port Coquitlam. I'm from Port Coquitlam. I'm from North Side. I'm from South Side. I'm from Prairie Road. I'm from Prairie Road. I'm from whatever. And his address was 1441 Prairie Road. His address was like 1443 Prairie Road. He was sitting beside the guy in the plane. And he ended up like living like in the house in the same cul-de-sac beside me, like some plane from California.
That's crazy.
Right? It's cool to like live closer, but be in the same like 4 houses away from someone on the same plane.
That's hilarious.
It's a small world. Best man at my wedding, Danny Perryman. This was his parents' house. So this is my best friend's house. Look what they did. They built this is hold on, stop. This is Port Coquitlam right here. Their front yard has a BMX track right in the front. Yeah, so cool. Look at that. And my friend Danny actually So these people are eccentric, obviously. They have a BMX track in their front yard. And my friend Danny, his parents allowed him, I don't know how he pulled this one off, but he had a full-size billiards pool table in the living room. So there was the TV, the billiards pool table, and then the couch. So I've sold inside of this property here. It's a great townhouse complex. You can't even tell kind of what's going on there, but it's in the corner here. And just behind all of these trees here, behind this townhouse complex, is Citadel Middle School. And Citadel Middle School is about 12 years old, but it's a great middle school.
So we're in Citadel Heights right now.
We're now entering up into Citadel Heights. All of this is all Citadel Heights.
So what's the age of this area? What are the price points like?
So I have a townhouse coming up in here, and the thing about Citadel townhouses is that they're up in the 3,000 square feet. So if you want a house-sized townhouse with a gated community overlooking into the river, Citadel's a great option. Very bougie. This is like the uppity part of Port Coquitlam. It's the later part built of Port Coquitlam.
Looks like these are all like 90s and late 80s.
And they're all quite different homes than each other. And I'd say there's a park on every corner almost.
Yeah, that was...
So we're gonna go to Confederation Park. Very well noted. On Canada Day, one of the largest gatherings, actually I will say the largest gathering in Port Coquitlam is Canada Day, and it's here at Confederation Park. And north side Poco, south side Poco, all of Port Coquitlam will come to this park. And this is actually, the streets are all closed off, so you can't even drive up Citadel. This road we're on here, you can't drive here. And
go ahead.
Yeah, so this here is just like people standing on the street, like almost like Benson Hedges fireworks. So yeah, let's get out here.
This is a massive park.
Turn here. You'll sit on the bench over here.
This is nice.
I've had kids' birthday parties held here. They got the kids' water park here going on in the summertime.
Yeah, these homes look like they're 90s builds to early 2000s in this area.
So these townhouses here, this is a whole townhouse complex. And on the other side of the street is gonna be all single family homes. But you're getting, they're sharing the same community, right? It's really great townhouses. You're getting that single family community vibe. And then your backdrop is the Fraser River.
Those are like what, 3,000 square feet?
Those are 3,000 square feet townhouses, 28, 30, 3,600, 3,800, right? Unit number 12, 1238 Citadel Drive coming up, and that one is 3,600 square feet, and we were listing it for 1.3 million. They got the fireplaces that are double-sided and stuff like that, and really great builds. I love Citadel, I'm a huge fan. Here's Citadel and Mary Hill, part of the same hill. We're gonna walk along the street here, take you to Mary Hill, which is beside it. Looks like you're in a different city.
Like these homes here are probably like 1.6 more?
Those townhouses are 1.4, like if that's renovated, if this renovated, 1.4, 1.5, 1.7, 1.8.
Wow. So these are 1.8?
Yeah.
1.9?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Do me a favor and park. What I want to do is I want to get the vibe of this street, and I'll show you a totally different vibe. These homes here are about just under 2 million, so 1.7, 1.8. Nice home, you got the park across the street, but at the same time, just 2 blocks over, so this is Citadel. And on the same crest of the same hill is Mary Hill. On the back side is Mary Hill, and on this side is Citadel, same hill. Now Mary Hill, I like it as more of a community vibe. I'm gonna show you right now, it's where I live. Same price, way softer, more mature feel. Pools in the backyard. These lots here aren't big enough. These lots aren't big enough for pools, where these are 5,000 square feet. So just 2 blocks from here, Mary Hill, I think is the hidden gem of Port Coquitlam. Let's go check it out. Get a quick shot.
What's all this?
This is a middle elementary school. Where that BMW on the left is. All right, so this is a super sneak peek. The listing is signed, but it's coming to market in about 2 weeks. We're just getting it painted up and ready for you guys. But we're right here on Citadel Drive. This is a gated community. This townhouse is bigger than these houses here. These houses are about 2,500 square feet. This is a 3,600 square foot townhouse right here. So it's unit number 12. Beautiful townhouse. Has glass double-sided fireplaces. Great view in the back there. So if you want more information about this, and this house here, we're gonna be listing it at $1.3 million. So we're coming down the backside of Citadel onto Shaughnessy, and Shaughnessy is just connected to the Maryhill bypass there. But what we're getting at is the Colony Farms. It's a massive park with lots of trails. I run it probably twice a week.
There's a trail down here, right?
There's like 3 or 5 different trails bringing you all the way over to Colony Farms.
Wow. That's crazy.
It is awesome. And it was actually open during COVID. So I run down like the backside and across the street into the dike and then back up the hill. Sold inside this complex here a few times.
For me and you door knocked this complex, actually.
That's right. Yeah, I did the Michael Jordan. I did a Michael Jordan's Cribs video, the spoof. Hi, welcome to Michael Jordan's house. The MTV Cribs spoof. I did a spoof of Michael Jordan's house there. I think that was for me. I liked it the most.
It was good, man. I remember that one.
This is okay. So right here is where it meshes. So you can watch it change. So this is Citadel.
Yeah.
This is Citadel. Look at these houses here. And then watch, as soon as we go over here, now you're in the Maryhill, and it can just, the vibe changes. Just turn on your next left here.
20 years older, almost
instantly.
right away.
And so turn left down here. So I actually live on this street.
Look at the views from up here.
Yeah, right. So you don't get this vibe in Citadel.
Right. Yeah, look at the views.
The native band down there is doing a massive development. I don't know too much information about it because it's their land and they don't have to tell anything about it. So it's not like, and they're selling it themselves, so they haven't released a lot of information about it. But they've been leveling it out, and because it's lowlands or floodplains, they have to do a lot of ground settling. So they've been settling the ground for like 10 years. A city's gonna pop up down there.
Oh yeah, you can see that.
A city, not a subdivision.
A whole new suburb.
A whole new city is gonna pop up down there, and it's gonna be crazy one day.
How much are these homes right now in this area? 1970s build, split level homes.
2.5.
These are 2.5.
Yeah, these ones have. These are huge. This yard goes to that tree, that big tree back there. So that's my Lambo. She's beautiful. I'm actually getting her wrapped chrome blood red again next week. I know you guys are on camera looking at this, but the vibe completely changes. We're just 2 streets over from Citadel. We're now on Maryhill. This is Eleanor. This is my home here behind us. Beautiful chrome Lambo. Gonna stop in and get a little coffee quickly. I love Maryhill. This is my favorite part of all Port Coquitlam. I've lived in Port Coquitlam about 20 years now. I've been on the north side, I've been on the south side. I've lived in Oxford Heights, I lived in Lincoln Park, I lived in Citadel, and I just love Maryhill, the vibe of it. I literally, bears walked down the street here last night, and a big, huge bears like that. And they're safe bears.
I don't come to Poco very often. I haven't even seen this side of Poco very much, and yeah, I didn't expect it to have amazing views like this, and it is a much quieter feel than I thought it would be.
Well, even just like, if we just go like this.
Man, there's nothing. You can't even hear cars.
No cars, you can't even hear cars here. Where Citadel was back and forth, and even just the vibe, you can feel the vibe, you can hear the highway in Citadel. And at the top of the street, 4 houses up, is another park. A play area and like a kid's deck and a tree fort and everything. And then they got this at the top of the street. With like
nice little playground.
Yeah. So there's a basketball court here, a kiddies pool here. Yeah, so this is Western. And Western will bring us right through the heart of downtown Port Coquitlam, Shaughnessy Street. Look at this place though, I just love this neighborhood compared to Citadel.
It's a lot of nature here.
I was saying before, the houses are nearly the same price as Citadel because Citadel is a newer product. It's shinier and it's in Citadel and the bouginess of it. This here, you're getting a 30-year-old house, 40-year-old house, right? But the lot's bigger, so you're paying for the lot out here. Out there, you're paying for Citadel, you're paying for the home. Here, you're paying for the lot. So if you can find that, it's finding the balance. If you can get a good home on a good lot here, you can't get a good lot in Citadel. You can get a good home in Citadel. You can get a good placement, like a good corner, but you can't get a good lot.
You can't get a big lot, a good lot size.
You can't get a good, someone says, I want a really nice backyard.
Yeah.
You can't do that in Citadel.
Well, because everything after, you know, the early 90s is 5,000-6,000 square feet.
Bingo.
Everything in the 70s.
Citadel was made off of this stuff.
Yeah.
I was driving by here the other day. Do you know what LARPing is? You know what LARPing is? Live action role playing.
Yeah.
So I was driving by here and I saw full-grown adults, like, because they weren't kids, they were full-grown adults and they had swords and
On guard.
They were fighting, and I was like, I was with my girlfriend, you know, and I'm like, what are these guys doing? My girlfriend's, they're LARPing. I'm like, what? She's like, yeah, live action role playing. And I learned something new about my girlfriend that day.
That she knew what LARPing was?
No, she went like this, right? It's LARPing. Like, I was like, whoa, what?
Instantaneously?
she knew it really quickly. So I'm dating a LARPer.
I like how they do like the reenactments of like the Civil
17,
War. I'm
yeah.
like, that sounds pretty sick, to be honest.
And those
I'd
guys
be
take
down
it
with that.
for real. Like,
Yeah.
when they die, they lay dead for a couple hours.
Yeah, like fast for 7 days before the fight.
Yeah. You know East Side Vancouver? Mm-hmm. You know, like, houses there? There's just like, they're I don't know how to say it. When you got houses near a downtown core, you got that downtown core house vibe. It's not a community. It's more
The people who own them are waiting for them to be rezoned so they can
the
make a
people who
live.
live in these homes down here are waiting for them to be rezoned. Exactly. So it's just like the community is a little disconnected.
This has changed a lot since.
So this is the Port Coquitlam Community Center. They knocked down the ice rink that was here and built a massive community center. Many ice rinks, a pool, great pool. Yeah, if you're in Port Coquitlam, you say I'm going downtown. This is the only downtown.
There's a lot of development happening down here. It's awesome.
So downtown Port Coquitlam, we got A&W, very famous bakery. People from outside of Port Coquitlam come into the European bakery. Great bakery downtown Port Coquitlam. I got so hungry just thinking about that. Actually, just now as I said it in my head, I started going through the menu. Yeah, so you can imagine when I drive through downtown Poco, the Lamborghini stands out a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen a Lamborghini in Port Coquitlam.
No. Oh, look, there's a Lambo right there.
That's hilarious! That's so cool.
That's too funny.
Did you imagine?
I don't think I've ever seen a Lamborghini in Poco. Boom!
That is so, I love it. See, Poco's coming up. Here's the European bakery. That's hilarious. I love life.
That's too funny, man. That was a sick Lambo, too.
Yeah, it is. I want that one. The Huracan.
That's too funny. Dude, that's so funny, man.
How's that possible?
How is that possible?
You could have said the most. You could have said a Tesla, and maybe it would not have been a Tesla. But
No, it's funny because I've never seen a Lambo in Poco either.
No, it's not. The chances of that. Yeah, but go left here and just do the river real quick. Oh yeah. We should have done.
We should have went straight.
Yeah. So here we have the Tremblay Trail and the Coquitlam River. When I moved out of Port Coquitlam and I was living in New Westminster, on the hottest day of the year, when it's like 40 degrees or 35 degrees or 38 degrees, this is where you want to come on the hottest day of the year. So this is a high tide right now because we're getting into the winter time. But generally what you can do in the summertime is you can come and you can sit a chair right in the middle of the river, and it's just perfect for those hot days. So we're right here in downtown Port Coquitlam, right nestled between the Coquitlam River and Shaughnessy Street is a couple rows of townhouses. In my opinion, this is the best bang for your dollar for townhouses. Just the year that they're built, quality of the build, the location, the amenities. You got Sam's Pub, all of the shops downtown. You got the Coquitlam River, Lougheed Highway's there, Earl's, Safeway, everything is there. But best is really the price point and square footage. I love this. So if you're looking to get into Port Coquitlam, into the townhouse or condo, very end of Wilson, right in that little pocket behind Shaughnessy and the Coquitlam River. Cheap Poco is here for some reason. Like, this is the cheapest Poco.
Yeah, that's actually great value if you can get a 2-bed around $600K here.
This is the hidden gem right now. If you're gonna buy a property for your son or your daughter or for yourself or investment property, this is right before they started making them small. Even a small one would be like 9.9 or something like that, you know, but you don't not get anything under 7 or anything here. Again, amenities, quality of the builds. I don't have any leaky condos down here. I don't hear of anybody have any issues with the developers and developments or anything like that here. So this is historic downtown Port Coquitlam. This is the epicenter right here. Really great spot. This little low-rise building here, the brown one, is a Poco bowling. And I went there with my son's football wind-up party a couple of times, but it's that old school movie classic bowling. It's just it's the time machine. And they got these great community areas too where you can take a bench and just take a little spot, take a sandwich in the middle of the afternoon.
If you wanted concrete high rise with a view, this is it. This is your one option right here in Poco.
One option.
Yeah. I think though, like the views from the higher floors in there are probably amazing.
They are.
Because it's very unobstructed. Like there's literally nothing blocking your view.
I can tell you this is the best view of a condo in Port Coquitlam.
No, definitely.
I don't know what the view is, but I know.
It's definitely the best.
I know. I can put hands down it's the best. Yeah, I guess about that. No. So I was at home one day and my mom came home and she said, "So I got you a job." I said, "What?" She said, "My mom went to Earl's, downtown Port Coquitlam. I think she talked to Cam Armstrong. Great guy, great company, love Earl's food." But anyways, my mom came home and said, "You got a job." So my very first job ever was at Earl's Poco.
Funny enough, I actually know who Cam is as well, because when I was plumbing, I used to do the service in Earl's.
So you know Cam Armstrong?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
Cam Armstrong, man, look at that. Great guy. Oh, we go to the parking lot and then we'll drive out there. I just want him to get the skateboard bowl.
The skate park?
Yeah. So here we are. This is Lions Park. A great park. If you're gonna take your kids here, your kids will have fun for 3 to 4 hours. Like honestly, when I take my kids here, it is the same level of excitement for 3 to 4 hours. They just go from one thing to the next. They got a great water park here. The big long rope swing runs along the Coquitlam River. They got 2 great undercover sets there for activities and parties. And just touching a little bit on the community vibe of Port Coquitlam, something that I was really impressed with. I came down here with my kids to bring their scooters to do the skateboard park, the skate bowl. There was like these skater guys there, older guys in their 20s, maybe younger 30s, the older skating generation, and they were just sitting there on the side, and they were watching the kids skate. And when the kids hurt their knees, they'd get up and offer them band-aids and offer them like little, they're basically like community people, but like for the skateboarders, but just sitting there helping people out. But it just shows a nice little community vibe for Port Coquitlam. So they weren't anybody with any association. They were just hanging out in the park trying to help out other young skaters get into
that's really cool.
Into it, right?
Yeah. All right, so now I'm going to show you guys what the inside of a home in Poco actually looks like, because we have a listing right now in Woodland Acres sub area of Poco, and this is some of the cheapest real estate that you're going to find, or maybe I shouldn't use the word cheap, but some of the most affordable real estate that you can find in Poco as far as detached homes go. It's a 3-bed, 2-bath rancher. I'm excited to show you guys this one. I'll see you there.
So the listing that we're going to show later on in this video is a block away from the epicenter of Port Coquitlam. So right here, we're at the corner of Shaughnessy and Lougheed Highway. This is as epicenter as it gets for Port Coquitlam. And the next street down is where our listing is, and we'll show that to you later on in the video. I mean, this is Port Coquitlam, but the next street over is Coquitlam.
Yeah, so another nice thing about Port Coquitlam, especially where we're at right now, is you're literally 5 minutes from Coquitlam Center, which has the mall, and like all the amenities that pretty much exist within Coquitlam are right there. Coquitlam's a much bigger, more robust city than Port Coquitlam. So you have all the amenities of Poco, and then you have all the amenities of Coquitlam pretty much right beside our listing right here. Again, another shameless plug. All right, here we are, best listing in all of Poco, 3-bed, 2-bath. We're listed at around $1.4 million. Beautiful lot, backs onto a creek, very serene, amenities all around, one of the best located listings in all of Poco, and I'm excited to show it to you. Let's go check it out. All right, so we asked ChatGPT what the #1 reason is that you should move to Port Coquitlam, and it answered. The #1 reason to move to Port Coquitlam is its balance of suburban tranquility with proximity to Vancouver. It's a family-friendly community with excellent schools, abundant parks, and outdoor recreation opportunities, while still being well connected to the city via transit and major roads. This makes it an ideal place for those who want a peaceful lifestyle without sacrificing access to urban amenities, which I think is exactly what was showcased in this tour.
Wish! If you think about moving to Port Coquitlam, it's a great idea. My man Conor Kelly and myself have all the answers and have all the listings there for you, and also some great insight which we just showed you in this video. My name is Jordan Parker, the Michael Jordan Real Estate.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. I'm that Agent Kelly. I'm making moves to move you. Peace.